in our last outreach, I did mention I've started an outreach that I'm now working on to save children going through same experience. Maybe not in a very strained, but in same environment. So there's this little girl that came to meet me at the back of the podium after I've spoken at the outreach. She said, "Uncle, can I ask a question?" I said, "Go on." She said, "What if someone is 11 years old and the bigger uncle is having sex with her? And you've been saying, speak up, speak up. And this child has spoken to the mom, and the mom told her not to say it to anyone, and they kept quiet. What should the child do?" So now you see this mother is being naive. In her mind, she's trying to protect the family name. In her mind, she's trying to shield this girl so people don't know she's been raped. So I think this was what was happening in my house as well. And this was how this the guy who actually accused me, this was the card he played with my mother and my siblings, that no one should know about it. And he wasn't sorting anything out, because if at all you had solution, you should have brought something without affecting my self-esteem and all of that. So it really went so deep. I was 5 years old. All I could remember was I just came back home. I was playing outside one day, and I got in the house. My mom was seated, this man was seated, and two of my siblings, my elder ones, they were at 5. I was shocked. Normally I run to my mom when things like that happen. That's the first time I ran to my mom, and my mom turned her eyes off me. And he said, he put his hands in my mouth. I was shocked. This was at 5. This was all I remembered. And they beat me that day. I don't know what was happening. And my mom couldn't hold me. I was really heartbroken. And they told me, "Okay, go into your room." I went to the room. I sat down. I was crying. And he came again. Normally, I could cry as a child. He came again and he beat me again in the room and said, if he hears my voice. So I went and I was until I stopped and I slept off. Then I woke up. When I woke up, they said, "Come here." Everyone was seated in the evening. This was like 8 p.m. And they said, from henceforth, you will not be sleeping at night. And they kind of made an arrangement among themselves, because I'm the youngest among 10. So I have 9 siblings. So now they made arrangement among themselves. So some persons will stay with me for 2 hours, some persons will stay to make sure I don't sleep. So I was really confused. So that was how it actually started. And that was how my sleeping night just went away, and I was now treated like as if something was wrong with me, until about 4 days after, I now had the word that they gave me something to eat, and I'm now a witch. That's how my life changed. Just from that single moment. That was how my whole life changed. As soon as I came, like I said, I was like, what is happening? I'm only 5. The first time, when he gave me the big slap, I ran to my mom.
And your mom didn't,
and my mom turned. I was shocked because I'm the youngest. And my mom is a very churchy person. She's a Christian, and I'm very glad she later saw all of this was like a mistake, and she came back to her senses. So in the church, everyone sees me as deaconess baby. So I was being seen as this precious thing before, and all of a sudden that was gone. I was told that while I was outside playing, this man came and said he has been looking for me, and he had that something happened. So they had a meeting at home without me being there, and he convinced them that they have possessed me. They've given me something to eat, and I'm now a witch. Who couldn't point the person out? So, like I said, I couldn't really ask my mom so much questions because each time I brought this up, I was bringing this up when I was like 17, 18? No, not 17. Yes, 17, yes, not 18, 17. That was when I was trying to ask her. But each time I speak about it, she breaks down. Yes. So now, this went so on and on that when I go to school, because I didn't sleep at night. That was how my life changed. So it was on the 4th day I knew what the accusation was.
So the 4th day they told
go to Coven. So when I go to school, I'll be sleeping in the class. And the teachers will flog me. They will flog the hell out of me. And the next thing, they'll bring me to the front of the class and children will shout and say, Olodo Rapata, those kind of things they do in school. So they went on and like that. And that was how my self-esteem collapsed. And I went really, really low. Words cannot express how I felt then. When I was not healed from all of this, I was able to pull out all of the emotions I felt then. But thank God that I'm now healed. I've done so much work on myself. I'm not really able to express how I felt then, but it was a horrible time. Something words cannot explain. Now, we went on this way until I was now going to be in primary 6. I was going to a public school. I couldn't read, I couldn't write. Self-esteem is gone. I can't even, when the teacher is teaching, I'm not even paying attention. I'm just waiting for class to be over so I could just go out and look for 1 or 2 people that I could tag along to just play with. Now, I was going to primary 6. This was when the man now called my mother and convinced my mom and my siblings that I'm just going to waste money in school. That they have to take me and I have to be a mechanic. I cried. I didn't know who to turn to. Because look at the people that I'm supposed to be running to. They're the one doing it to me. So now there was this man who was picking children when we were like, let's say 2. He just takes us to under 3 and teaches us. So I remember this man had started a primary school. So I ran to meet him. I knelt down. The man was shocked. Why is this little boy behaving like this? I said, please, I beg you, don't leave me. Help me. He said, what do you mean? I said, they want to take me to mechanic. He said, come on, keep quiet, stand up. I refused to stand up. I was still on my knees. I grew up in Abraka, so it's a very rural area. So back then. So now, the man was like, I taught you when you were 2 years till you were 4 years, you could even pronounce 3-letter words at 4. I'm really hoping to get good results from you. I said, they are not lying. I'm really very dull now. The man said, what? Did you say you're dull? I said, yes. So he spelled something on the ground. I should pronounce it. I couldn't pronounce it. And I said, what class are you? I said, I'm going to be in primary 6, but I don't mind coming back to your school. I could start from primary 1 or no, I could start from primary 2. The man said, what? Children I know, when they even repeat class, they cry. How come you've made up your mind? From primary 6, you're coming to primary 2. Oh, no. I think this is very serious. I need to go speak to your mom. I said, she would not mind. Just help me, please. When you get there, try to convince her. The man said, I don't think it will be that bad for you to go to primary 2. I'll put you in primary 3. Because we just started the primary school, and when the children leave from primary 1, it moves them to primary 2. And that was how he started establishing his school. It didn't just start from opening primary 1 to 6. So at this stage he had primary 3. So he chose to put me in primary 3. He enrolled me in primary 3, and I started going to school. Okay, he went to meet my mom. My mom did not even pay so much interest because I was written off. He said, just take him, whatever you want to use it for. So I was now in primary 3.